Hello, hello, hello. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this wonderful event. My name is Thomas. I hope now you can hear me. Yeah, I can definitely hear that you can hear me. So please write a few comments in our chat. And well, basically, guys, just ask me as many questions as you can, and maybe as many questions as you have. I mean, like, I will be very happy to answer them as fully as I can. Now, the topic of today's webinar will be so I called it a strategy. So in fact, it depends how you look at it, all right? So it's not really a strategy, it's more of an approach. It's like a methodology, right? So you have this method of analyzing charts, this way of analyzing charts, when you don't use any indicators, or you use the very, maybe the bare minimum, maybe the 20 SMA, maybe the 50 or the 200 SMA, and that's it. So the rest of analysis is carried out by trying to draw levels of support and resistance on your charts, and also by looking at the Japanese candlesticks patterns, because there are, I would say, not even a few, but probably a dozen of indicators that work with a very good conversion rate, with a good success rate, with a very good success rate. And basically, yeah, you can just apply them pretty much always. So since we are sort of limited on time, and we only have one webinar dedicated to this topic, I will try to concentrate on levels of support and resistance. So this concept of levels of support and resistance, not any particular levels of support and resistance, but instead a global picture, a global outlook to this topic, all right? So I will try to basically guide you through the basic principles, how to draw levels of support and resistance, and we will try to put this into practice. Now, afterwards, of course, for further practice and everything, so as always, we have our financial analysts working in the VIP department, and you can always get help from them. And yeah, they are always happy. They are always eager to help you. Now, guys, so the basic instrument for drawing. Okay, so what are levels of support and resistance? Like, so the general picture. All right. So the general view of this topic, it's basically these lines that one can oftentimes see on charts. So, for example, my first trade that I have just opened. So, where did it come from? So it came from this thing. So since, okay, guys, some things might be a little bit confusing for you, especially if you are if you started trading just recently, or I mean, maybe even like within 1 month, 2 months. I mean, it's all recent in terms of trading. All right. So trading is a new skill, and it requires at least a few months. Well, basically, like ideally, it takes you 2-3 years to master it. Why 2-3 years? Because like in any profession, in any occupation, what you need different cases. It's like, imagine you want to become a barber, like you want to start a barber shop, you want to run a barber shop. So how many haircuts do you need to actually do? Men's, women's, short, long, different colors, different everything. So yeah, maybe 500, maybe 1000, all right? And only after that you can consider yourself a successful barber. I think so. So the same principle applies to trading. You need to actually live through a certain number of events, a certain number of crashes, a certain number of rises on the markets, like what we saw in 2020 after the market crashed. Then the market went up by 2.5 times if you look at Nasdaq. So guys, this concept of levels of support and resistance, well, basically it works like this. So you need to identify a level, a certain horizontal price from where the price rebounded before. in the past. So for example, in this example, we can see that it was this area. So price levels are very, very rarely price levels are a, say, one certain, like one line. In fact, it's more of an area. So I would say, when I use trend line, I would say like it's like this. Okay, so anywhere within this area, we can see that when the price comes close to this area, it starts experiencing certain pressure from the sellers. So the sellers are these players on the market that basically tend to push prices downwards. And basically what you want to do is you want to identify these these levels or these areas. Some of these areas and levels are very, very, or they can be easily spotted. For example, this one, and yeah, we can see that the price just basically went down fast from this one, from this price with a huge red candlestick. And of course, when the price will, so when and if the price goes back to this level, it will probably experience the same level of resistance. So there will be like, I don't know, maybe fierce resistance, maybe light resistance, but there definitely will be resistance from the seller's side, and they will not let the price go up just from the first try, from the first attempt. So a question from Mustafa: supply and demand zone. How do I identify them and analyze them? Well, basically, levels or areas of support and resistance, they basically reflect these areas of support and resistance, or these areas of high and low supply and demand. So for example, when you have a reversal point like this one, so let's imagine it's, all right, even this one, yeah, it's a perfect example here on the GBP JPY, so the pound against the Japanese yen chart. And we have a very nice illustration of this example, so of this rule. What we saw here is that the price was going up here, and then the price kind of stopped. So what it means? It means that there were not so many buyers of the pound, because the pound is always on the first. Okay, so in this case, in this pair, the pound is on the first place, and basically, so the pound is on the first place, and it means that the pound was going up against the Japanese yen, and the Japanese yen at some point it stopped, and it means that there was more supply of this currency pair. Okay, I just had the trades. I will analyze them. My closed trades. We'll see that. And basically, the price stopped and the price reversed. And well, basically, what you can do in this in such situation is you can start opening trades in the opposite direction, because basically you can see that the price stopped and the price was about to reverse. So there are multiple theories on how one can draw levels of support and resistance. I basically use this very simple rule, and the rule goes like this. So whenever we have, if you have many, like multiple touches, multiple multiple times when the price was trading at a certain level or touched this level, the stronger this level of support or resistance is. So in this example, I can see that there was certain interest here, and then the price quickly went up here and here. So it means that so basically these candlesticks, they represent the traces of a big seller. So this big seller has his own intentions. Well, and he basically puts his orders, and these orders, they don't let the price go higher. Of course, after a certain while, a breakout will happen. But usually there are 2-3 pullbacks before an actual breakout happens. So you can also think about this as, so first of all, this principle also applies to our Jack Target trading strategy, because there we have dynamic levels of support and resistance. Okay, like this one, also a breakout here. I will move it now here because definitely it's here, and the previous level of resistance becomes a level of support. Now we are stuck between these two lines. So another maybe a metaphor or analogy, or an analogy how we can understand this concept is basically it's like playing ping pong, or I don't know, playing tennis, or just whatever. It doesn't really matter. Ping pong or tennis, basically you have two players. One player is on this side, and then the other player is here, and they basically toss the ball, they pass the ball, they like throw the ping pong ball between each other. And of course, when the ball gets here, someone hits it from here, and it goes back up, like this. And then after maybe 3, 4, 5 touches, basically someone scores. Maybe it's this player. So in this case, the ball goes like this, bam, 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 and then we have a breakout, and the price goes here. Or in the opposite case, we have this seller, and he goes like bam, 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 and after a certain while, after a few tries, this basically ball passes this player, and the level is broken. Okay, guys, so what happened to my first trade? So there was a breakout on outcut. That can happen. And what happened with my Bitcoin? All right, so with Bitcoin, there was also a breakout. Now, this is a new level of resistance here, because we all see that the price went up quickly, and then the price reversed. So we can place another trade here, and we can use our pending order to help me do that. And yeah, well, basically I need to identify a price. Now, the GBP GPY chart. Now, this is a very interesting illustration here, and this situation here currently on the GBP, on the pound against the Japanese yen chart, basically illustrates an example of a false breakout. So because the price went up, so the price, this candlestick closed above this level of resistance which I drew, and then the price just couldn't hold above. So we had 1, 2 candlesticks closed, and then with the third one we went under this level again. So that gives me so this pattern is even well, some people call it even a stronger pattern. That is a confirmation that this level is actually a true level. So it's a true level. I mean, like, not just so this word true, of course, in a metaphorical way, okay, not in a direct way, but basically this is a confirmation that says that this level is really a strong one, and there is a certain interest from the sellers here, and they will not just let you kind of like break above this level just that easily. So Asia Composite Index, yes, we can go ahead and try here. So it's the same principle. So I have just identified this level, and let me draw it for you. We can see multiple, let me look at this word. Okay, I'm speaking proper English. Like, yeah, multiple touching. Yeah, that's the word. Yes, so multiple touching of this level, and yeah, so it means that there is something really happening here. Like, someone is not letting the price go higher. So this someone is a big seller or something on the market. So it's not someone on our platform who is not letting the price go up. It is someone on the global market. So I'm talking about ECN markets. I'm talking about international forex markets. So some people behind this, like that's kind of like a global topic, I would say, because there are certain interests on the financial markets, and some people they want to sell, some people they want to buy, and well, basically that's what causes prices go up and down. So have this see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, well, something like 6 or 7 candlesticks touched this area, and we had this little false breakout with this candlestick shadow, and now we are back under this line. So that's why I opened the trade down. Now yes, this was a confirmation, and so yeah, this is a perfect illustration of this strategy. All right, so what's happening on the GPP? So another attempt to break above this level of resistance. Yeah, resistance is usually above and support is usually under the price, because it supports price, and resistance basically doesn't let it is not letting the price go up. Okay, so this might be the actual breakout now happening. Okay, I tried canceling this trade. I just saved like $2. Well, I thought that this level will withhold the pressure. No, it didn't, and the price broke above. So, guys, like I say, with this concept of levels of support and resistance, 2-3 times you can catch this pullback, but then usually on the, say, third, fourth attempt, the price goes above, and the price breaks above this like above the given level of support or resistance. So we can observe a very strong uptrend. So let's let this uptrend finish, and then we will see these levels of support and resistance. So a lot of volatility on Brent lately. What is more interesting is that Brent is really stuck in this channel. So we can apply this principle of why is it not deleting? No, I cannot delete it like this. Okay. So basically, we are in this. So yeah, if you want to understand this principle of levels of support and resistance, just learn how to draw these lines. So once again, there is no one universal method of drawing these levels of support and resistance. Everyone uses their own techniques. Some people just look at the lowest, at the low of this candlestick. Some people just look at the body of the candlestick, like say this one, and connect them like this. So it depends. I tend to take into account also the lowest, so the shadows of the candlesticks. And in this example, I can see that we are just in a real interesting situation here. Yeah. So we kind of went up. Now we are kind of like stuck in this range. Well, we will see how it all turns out. So Brent, yeah, used to be so expensive in, I think, in 2014, and yeah, so now we are. I think we have all entered this this time of very expensive commodities. So commodities like energy resources, they are really growing in price. They're going up, and yeah. So I think we are about to observe a very interesting pattern here. So this can be this previous level of resistance. Since we broke above this level of resistance, now it acts as a level of support, and we can open a trade, we can place a pending order so that we can open a trade in the upwards direction, like from this price, from this area, because this is like a pattern reversal. What about gold? All right, a good question. Let's check. Let's check what's going on gold. Well, wow. Guys, it's a perfect example of the price action approach, which I'm trying to teach you today, which I'm trying to demonstrate. Wow, look at this. It just looks fantastic. Wow. So we have this wow, look at this. It's an amazing illustration of this concept. Why can't we trade natural gas in Forex platform? Well, unfortunately, not assets are available for Forex trading, and yeah, just we don't have liquidity providers for all the assets, which I wish we had. So unfortunately, not every asset is available for trading on our platform. Now, guys, yeah. What's interesting is that we can place a pending order here on gold. So we just need to remember the price. So the price is 1,841.3. Will be 41.3. And also we can place a pending order here at our lower border. So 1,837.2. And another breakout and outcut. So sometimes when a trend and when a strong trend has formed, then it takes a while to basically to revert this trend. So now in that example, the trend was going up. All right, so the USD JPY, and we can see a pretty good drop here from the highs. Just recently we were trading above the 130 level, and wow, it's guys now a moment of attention, please. So what is interesting about this concept of price action is that it is basically applicable to any time frame. So in this example here, I have a 4-hour time frame. And basically with this 4-hour time frame, you can see that we have a strong level of support here. So basically it tells us that it's very likely, it is just very likely that the price will reverse from here and it will go up. And it is applicable for the FTT mode of trading. But what is more interesting is that probably on the Forex mode of trading, it'll be even it might work even better, because we can place an order, a pending order, and potentially we can make well, more money. So let's do that. I will show you. So we go here, we go to the Forex mode, we select the USD JPY asset FX, and so here is where I want to place my pending order. So it's 127.05, 0.4 or 0.5. So I select it here. I press setup, and now I can choose the amount. Okay, so amount can be, so let it be $300. It's a pretty safe amount considering the amount of money that I have in my account. It's roughly 3%, 3.3% from what I have in my account. And here we can actually use the multiplier of 500, which is a little bit risky, but at the same time, I see a lot of potential with this trade. And then auto closing. So I don't want to lose more than 50% of this amount in my trade. And my potential, okay, I don't want to be very greedy, so I will put $250, apply, and I press up. And basically, yeah, if the price, so this scale here, it helps us understand how much money we can potentially win or lose. So if from this price, the price goes like here, like above, if it goes all the way up here, we can pretty much multiply our investment amount by, or trade amount by 10 times, by tenfold. And yeah, so that's basically the concept of this, like on a global scale. Okay, so let's do another counter trade here on outcut. So AUDCAD, the outcut, and this trade is in the downwards direction. I can easily see that this the price has stalled. It's not moving any further, or it wasn't moving before I opened the trade. So this might be a well, basically more pressure from the seller scheme, and this uptrend might eventually be reversed. So that's pretty much, yeah. Oh wow. So I was a little bit greedy. I placed my pending order at 29,576, but the lowest price, I think it was here at 79. So that's why this trade didn't turn. This pending order didn't turn into a trade, unfortunately, because that would have been a winning trade by now already. And the GBP GPY, we can see that yes, here is this level of resistance, so we can open a trade in the downwards direction, so in the opposite direction from the trend. And yeah, so this trade opened, outcut, and we have 1 and 1.3 minutes to go. And wow, Asia Composite Index, 1, 2, 3. All right, so just like trying to understand why I didn't put another one, another pending order. Did I forget or something? So yes, here it is. And yeah, I would say what is interesting is that there could have been another one, like, so this support level is not it's not as concrete as this one. It's more or less yeah, it's just less clear. It's kind of blurry, but yeah, there is definitely some sort of a support level here as well. But so outcut, oh wow, 1, 2, 3. So unfortunately, this breakout is happening. Just continues pushing up, pushing north, and I will probably have to cancel this one because it's definitely pushing up. And yeah, the gold trade is breaking under this level of support. So so the pound USD, the pound against the Japanese, the United States dollar. Well, I don't really see any level of resistance, so any signal of reversal here. So we'll probably skip that. And at the same time, on the AUD CHF, yes, I do see a potential trade, and so this is the price from where I want my trade to open. So 0.685 68516. And so yeah, AUD USD is also have these levels of support and resistance in the nearby, one here and one here. And I can put this asset into my favorite assets. So and yeah, this might be a very interesting one. So we have once again multiple level of support and this pattern which is called head and shoulders. So yeah, let's give it a try. So this trade is in the upwards direction. So let me see gold. Wow. So well, actually this is a breakdown. Yes, it can happen because we have one, two, so two times this the price rebounded from this asset, from this level, and now we are trading under. So what we can do in this case is, well, first of all, I'm gonna have to cancel this order because it's just not legit anymore, and I have to look for the nearest level of support, and the nearest level of support is actually situated right here because we have this 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 clear touchings of these of this price. So right here we can place a pending order. So 1008.32.44. So this can be a trade in the upwards direction. So with a reversal. And yeah, so AUDCAD, so the outcut asset, and we can try and, well, basically we can potentially catch this. So that's my fourth attempt or third attempt on this asset. It's going to be the fourth attempt. But anyways, I see this level, and why not trade it? So let's give it a try. So basically, this fight for this price is happening for this level, for this area, and yeah, we will see how it all plays out. How to understand? Okay, so another question here: how to understand or predict the price breakouts? Which time frame we should consider to be best for price action for 1 to 3 minute trades? Well, basically, if the duration of your trades is 1 to 3 minutes, the only way to use is 1 minute time frame. Not 15 seconds, but 1 minute. So 1 minute is optimum. It's not much, it's not little. It's basically it's the optimum one. So how to distinguish the real breakout from a false breakout? That's a good question, and I would say that there is almost no way to know before it actually happens. Maybe one confirmation, one kind of like rule of thumb that I might sometimes use is that there is this kind of like untold rule that basically there two next candlesticks have to close above this level before considering this breakout a real breakout. So two candlesticks should close above. And I will try to show you. Oh wow, I didn't place it. Why did I miss? Why did I skip Bitcoin? Oh my god, this is terrible. This is terrible. Why did I do it? So once again, so the 29,750 level. Terrible. I don't like it, guys. I just missed this trade on Bitcoin. So I kind of looked at it, I glanced at it, and then I just moved on to another one. Wow, terrible. Bad. So this is another one. Well, okay. I just marked it for myself for the future. So 25 seconds. 25 seconds, and we are trading just a little bit, just a little under this level. Wow. Now I'm getting a little bit nervous, guys, because it's just this nature of this asset that has tricked me, that has already tricked me 3 times today within this 30 minutes. Now, how is my final trade here? My 4th trade here is gonna play out. Oh my god, so close. Well, anyways, now I want to place another pending order here. So the rule is simple. I think you'll understand how it all works. And yeah, that was it. That is it. So basically, very close to this area. So when you trade price action or levels of support and resistance, you want to place your pending orders or open trades as close to this level of support or resistance as possible. But at the same time, sometimes if you are a little bit too greedy, like my example with Bitcoin, then eventually you will also miss a trade because you just ask for a price that is not there, that the price just not reaches. And okay, I really trust this level, really believe in this level. So if it actually goes here, if the price rises all the way up here, then definitely there will be a pullback. I'm pretty sure that level was strong. Wow, let's trade this one. So once again, 51. So Asia Composite Index. So yes, this is an example where we kind of have 2 candlesticks close above the level, and even the third one closes above. But then, so yeah, that's an example when the confirmation didn't work out, and so this is basically the false breakout. And unfortunately, sometimes there is no way to say that. So that was a real or a false. So, well, first of all, let me place a pending order for an up trade here at this support level, and also I want to place an order here. So from here, so 1.05609. 609. So have two levels. So outcut. Okay. Once again. Bitcoin. 1, 2. Okay, so I hope this level is gonna hold. Well, basically I wanna place another order here. I don't know why I'm so, it just looks so tempting. I don't know, just probably the level is still there, the resistance is still there, and the big seller is definitely there. He just sells, he just keeps selling in small portions, like not pushing the price down by a lot, but little by little. Why am I not allowed to trade? I've been doing so since morning. Well, in this case, you need to contact customer support. The reason might be in the verification of your account. So if your account has not yet been verified, that might be the case because we have some certain restrictions. I mean, you can still make deposits and withdrawals, but you cannot trade after a certain while if you don't send the necessary confirming documents. All right, let's try this one, USD JPY. Once again, pattern, role reversal pattern. So this level used to act as a level of resistance. Now the price went above, and this should act as a level of support. All right, Bitcoin, I don't like you anymore. Why are you dropping so hard? Just yeah, guys, I just feel like canceling this trade. Just basically we broke under this level of support, so there is no use in hoping that it will reverse. So guys, probably a few more trade. Oh wow, the Euro USD. Yeah, that's a breakout. Cannot even cancel this trade. Oh well, that can happen. So probably that was the correct question about when you asked me about how to distinguish a real breakout from a false one. So yeah, unfortunately, there is no way. You just cannot do it beforehand. All you gotta do is you should like hope that it will basically hold this time. So if you use this strategy of levels of support and resistance. So unfortunately, like I said, there is no surefire method of well, in fact, there are, but they're kind of complicated. And basically, it all comes down to intuition. Because after you've experienced, so after you've spent a certain while trading these concept of levels of support and resistance, after a certain while, you just start to understand like which ones you should trade and which ones you shouldn't, which ones you should skip, and where you should open trades. So, all right, I'm just having a few breakouts, and well, just sometimes you just find yourself in a situation where there are more breakouts than pullbacks. So yeah, that's the situation here. So yeah, I think we are coming close to the end of the webinar. So I will take a few questions from our chat. How I manage my fund which I lose? Well, basically, there are a few ways to manage your funds, and we even have a special topic, like a special webinar. You can look it up on the on our channel, and it is called money management. So basically, it is about managing your money, managing your funds in trading. Because when you start trading, you want to be cautious about your money. You don't want to invest too much, and at the same time, you don't want to invest too little in trades, because then it just becomes boring and not motivating for you. So guys, I did my best. I tried to show you as many. All right, maybe that could have been no, that probably would have been still a losing trade on the Euro USD. Bitcoin, that yeah, definitely would be a losing trade. So I had this nice sequence of 4 winning trades in a row, and before that I had a few, 1, 2, 3, again 5 losing trades in a row. So I was doing everything a little bit too quickly. So trying to explain to you this concept. So guys, this concept is very interesting, and for further analysis and further mastering this strategy, and sometimes it depends on the phase of the market. Sometimes it can be a trendy phase of the market, and sometimes it can be a counter trend phase of the market. And so this means that sometimes these patterns, they work slightly better, sometimes they work slightly not so accurately. So yeah, what I can recommend is spending some time and attending a few consultations with your personal analyst, because these guys, they are the real deal, and they know how to basically how to trade and how to, well, yeah, how to trade, how to, they will explain to you all the basics, all the from A to Z, everything about trading. So guys, yeah, feel free, and sorry, trying to find the window, the proper window. So good luck in your trading. Love trading and live trading. And so which is the ideal time? Well, there is no ideal time. So the ideal time is basically when the markets are volatile, so they don't stand in. Okay, let me show you. Something like this, you don't really want to trade when the market is kind of stuck in this low volatility time. So that usually happens at night. So UTC, 8 p.m. UTC through maybe like 4 or 5 a.m. UTC. So that's when there is not so much volatility. But then, well, the markets work 24/7, and they just have this short period of time in the middle of the day when the activity kind of slows down. But then pretty much any time, and it all comes down to your trading strategy. So once you figured out your strategy that works for you, just just start doing it, start trading this strategy, and then yeah, you'll figure it out. So thanks a lot, and guys, I will see you next week. Have a wonderful weekend, and as many profitable trading sessions as possible. Good luck.